Okay, I think I'm live in all three places. I don't know if I can see your comments, but I will put up a little comment thing just in case that I can see your comments, but usually I can't. So, hello, good afternoon. It's Lauren Ebeck in the house. And I wanted to give you and talk to you all about what I call my why. Why am I in online businesses? Why do I have a side hustle? And the reason I wanted to talk to you about this, because one, I'm extremely transparent. Two, I'm very authentic. So I wanted to, as some of you know, I was with a skincare company and still am, by the way. I haven't left that skincare company. But neither am I as active on it as I was, although I'm still gonna sell any of those products. I still have products on sale. I'm moving. Can anybody relate to that? Do you know what moving's like? Moving is like, holy cow. Everything you got to box up. You got to decide what to keep, what not to keep. Hello, Kelly. So I'm just explaining that I'm Lauren Ebeck. So, and that I'm explaining why I'm with another company. So here is my why, folks. A few years ago, I want to see if anybody can relate to this story. 3 years ago, hey Lisa, how you doing? So 3 years ago, I had a friend who introduced me to skincare products, which were amazing, and the company is totally amazing. So the skincare, and I'm still with that company. So skincare products are just amazing. I still use them. The Renew Spa, the microcurrent Renew Spa. By the way, those of you who have asked about it, yes, I can still sell you one. I'll even give you 10% off. So feel free to message me privately, and I'll still help you out with that because I'm still with that. So one of the things, though, that I like to talk about when I talk about skincare, and by the way, if you don't know me, let me back up for a couple of minutes here and give you the whole story. I am 60 years old with a full head of hair, good skin, good body, thankful for my body. Those of you on Facebook can see the picture. Those of you not on Facebook, you can't, but I stood off to the side and let them see how flat I'm getting and the fact that I'm getting a little bit of I don't know that you can see it on here, but I'm getting dimension now, which is beautiful. I lost 2 more pounds today. Anyway, one of the things that I promote is in order to have good skincare, you have to have good health. It starts from the inside out. It really starts from the inside out. So if you smoke, if you drink too much, if you sunbathe too much, you can tell that. So when a woman or a man walks into the room and I see that person, I can tell you if they're a smoker, if they're a drinker, if they've been in the sun too much. I can tell all of that on that, okay? But anyway, so I'll give you my story. So back a few years ago, I was in my dream job teaching. I'd always wanted to be at a college teaching. I'm in a college. I'm teaching pre-nursing. I'm right in my dream job and I had worked up to 6 figures. Yes, 100,000. Okay, so over 100,000 actually. But that 6 figures was because I was teaching all summer and I was teaching a winter term. I was teaching year round. All right. If you know me, if anybody's ever followed me, you'll know my story. You'll know some of it. For those of you who haven't and who are brand new, you'll figure it out real quick. But I ended up, my identical twin sister was murdered in 2011. My identical twin, who had 2 boys. So I had to bury her. My older sister had something go wrong. She had some form of Alzheimer's, probably from drinking and taking diazepam and those benzodiazepines. Because those are drugs, if you're drinking on top of them, you're going to kill brain cells. Bad news. So I had to go down and take over her estate. And when I took over her estate, I ended up with a 16-year-old. I became an instant mother because she had a grandson because her daughter had died. And he couldn't be on his own. So I had to raise a teenager instantly for 2 years. It worked. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Anna. Nice to see you all. So when that all happened, and then I brought her up to Wisconsin, I brought the boy up to Wisconsin. She went into a nursing home. I raised him. He went off on his own. Hi, Cam. So here I am, working away, have my college dream, the whole 9 yards. And my middle sister, who my oldest twin sister's boy lived with down in Tennessee, I got a phone call that she had cancer and that was life or death, and I had to head down to Tennessee. Hello. And so I went down to Tennessee to figure all this out, right? So I get down there. It turns out that she has a severe form of cancer. She'd had it for 3 years, but now she was passing. And so we had to make some decisions. So the short of the story on that one, she lasted only 4 months. She was also in a nursing home. And she passed. Now I was executor of Jeannie's estate and of Michelle's. Hey, Jesse, how are you? So I was executor of 2 estates and working full time on this 60-hour job, running ragged and trying to get things done. So I don't know if you've ever been an executor of a state. If you have, you know exactly what I went through. It's a ton of work and a ton of stress. Long story short, I get to last year. So now, so she passed, so that was the second sister. Then Jeannie with the Alzheimer passed a couple years later. So at this point, I've got a lot of stress. Sisters have died. I'm burying them. I'm having to handle all of these. Hey, Sandy, how are you? Having to handle all of these crises, so to speak. And I let my health go. Okay? There go the balloons. Hello. So I let my health go. All right. So I put on the cortisol weight, got that whole big belly weight going and the whole 9 yards. And then my one mom, who is like a family, took me under the wing. Hey, Deb. Hey, Jesse. She said to me last year at Christmas time, the job's killing you and you've been under so much stress. You should consider retiring and doing some part-time teaching and continuing with your online business that's going so well. So I was like, Mom, maybe you're right. And maybe it's time to get closer to family because I have yet another niece down here in North Carolina who has had cancer and I need to be with her. And so it's been a whole big thing. So anyways, the long story short of it is I retired down here and I decided that I needed to take control of my health. My health needed to become top priority. Why? Because if you don't have your health, you have nothing. Let me say that again. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. There's a lot of millionaires we know of who have died from alcohol and drug and all kinds of crazy things. If you don't have your health, you have nothing, right? So again, skincare starts from the inside out. So I had been using some products from a friend, and while I was in Dubai, that friend of mine and I both attended we went to a network marketing meeting where we had hundreds of network marketers. We worked to raise the professional business, to raise so it's not such a stigma and so that people don't do spammy whammy like they're not supposed to. Hey, Sandra. So we do all of that. But anyway, so I'm with Julie and I'm with a bunch of people. And I decide, for a variety of reasons, that it's time to make a change. Now, here's the thing I must state. I don't understand why people who are in a side hustle with an organization, I'm going to call a spade, so hear it correctly. I don't understand why people have to go badmouth the previous company. That's bunk. And that's on them, okay? So if you have to badmouth somebody or have to badmouth another company, you need to do some personal development. You seriously do. There's no reason why you need to justify why you made decisions you made. People want to know. It's good to explain. I'm joining a company that some leaders left and then badmouthed, or some of them did, not all of them, but they may have badmouthed it and then it might not be the leaders. So let me take that back. So some leaders left and then other people started this drama and badmouthing. The drama's got to stop. I don't deal with drama. I don't deal with negativity. I cut you off if that's going to be the case. So if you're not going to be positive and do well to help raise up the profession and raise up people, because this is all about people. Networking is about meeting people and working with people. Okay? So we've got to then, hey, Tamara. Hi, Mrs. J. So, hey, Kim. So we've got to be kind and work with people, right? All right. So anyways, so this company, I started researching them because if you know me, I'm the science girl. I teach anatomy and phys. I teach about the human body. I'm a physiologist. I know all about the human body. So I teach how this human body works. All right. Now, having said that, I researched this company very carefully. So these were things I looked for. And everybody should have a side gig. I don't understand why people don't have a side gig. Okay? Because a side gig has saved me several hundreds of dollars when I needed to do, and this is not anything from this company or the other one, but man, I have worked and made extra money to help pay bills. So side gigs will do that for you. All right? So with this company, I wanted to find a company that was global company that had at least a 30-year, hey, Bobby, nice to see you. Hey, Kyra, or is it Kyra or Kyra? I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. But anyways, it's a 30-year global company. It's a health and wellness company, which I always believed in. I'm a certified herbalist and I teach Western medicine. So I teach both, guys. I teach both, right? It's clean label products with quality ingredients. And this has been proven. They've been scientifically tested. It follows mostly the Mediterranean herbs. I have looked at this carefully. I love their products. And let me tell you their values, because their values 100% align with me. So the values are compassionate, humble, authentic. I am as authentic as it gets. Any of my friends, my real friends who know me, will say, the reason we buy from Lauren, the reason we trust her is she's an authentic person. I value that. I value that highly. My best compliment I got was from a customer the other day who said, Lauren, the sole reason I buy from you is because you're one of the most authentic, honest, transparent people I know. What you say is real. And when you say you're going to do something, you do it. When you say you're going to call me, you call. When you say you're going to email, that's integrity, folks. You email me. When you say you're going to set up a meeting or when you're going to send something, you call me or you call me right back or you send me another message telling me why. That's integrity. Integrity. All right? So my values, and then there's vibrant and extraordinary. My values really align with this company. And they partner with a company that's called, nonprofit, that's called Vitamin Angels. I don't know if you all know about Vitamin Angels. Hello, Mystic. But Vitamin Angels is a company that actually helps to give vitamins to pregnant women, infants, and children of those who are in places where they're malnourished. Those who are underserved, those who didn't choose to be in the situation they're in. So we're talking globally, all right? Because there are many of those kids and mamas who didn't choose to be where they're at, right? So they partner with those, all right? Our company has over 7 million plus loyal customers. We've done over $1 billion in product sales. So they have a wind-powered facility. There's two sides to it. There's social retailing. And then on the other side of the compensation plan, there's your typical MLM network marketing. So there's two sides, and you can rank on both sides. So on the social retail, with me just sharing my products, I can still go on trips. I still make commissions. I still rank up. It's a beautiful system. I love both sides, by the way. So I love both sides. And like I said, and let me back up 1 second. I want to give one more point. So customers get and give $10. So which means I as a customer turns to my friend Lori and says, hey, Lori, if you want to try this collagen with this CLA fat burning, wonderful little molecule in it that stops you from gaining too much belly fat and stuff. If you want to try this, I have a $10 off coupon. Now, when I give that to her and she buys, I get $10 credit back on my next order. So it's give 10, get 10, give 10, get 10. It's a great little system that's set up, by the way. And then the only other thing I wanted to share is that over 80% of the orders actually come from our customers, which is kind of cool. So you have the affiliate side of the comp plan, and then you have the traditional MLM. But anyways, I always look at the science. I study the products and look at the science for what's real. So by the way, in case you don't know who I am, I'm Lauren Ebeck. If you haven't followed me before, I've lost 7 inches and 25 pounds. We're guessing it's about 25 pounds because unfortunately, I was one of those who didn't use a scale. I only put the measurements around. That's why I know I lost 7 inches. And my mediums and smalls are fitting again, which I'm really excited about. Hey, Hannah. Hi, Nikki. So those are fitting again, right? So for those of you who are over 40, there's 2 things. If you really want to lose weight, I'll give you some good tips here. So if you really want to lose weight, you have to up your protein. Your protein has to be, so let me give you a few tips on this again. Your protein needs to be 100 grams, 100 to 120 grams a day. And that's not all beef, chicken, fat, and whatever else that keto does. And yeah, I'm not super keen on the keto diet. I don't mind jump starts. I don't mind starting a diet to start, but this isn't a diet. This is holistic supplements that and your lifestyle way of eating that helps you to lose weight properly in the right way and to do it. If you're interested in that at all, feel free to put lean, Lean, in the comments, and I will give you the deets on that. But anyway, so this is based, again, on the Mediterranean herbs, on the Mediterranean diet, which is truly a lifestyle, and it works. It definitely works. So we have a collagen. I didn't bring it out. In the fridge, I have a bottle. It's collagen. It's our collagen matrix with HA. And that lovely collagen hyaluronic acid formula is patented. I believe it's won 7 awards, but it's definitely patented. And so it's phenomenal. Comes in 6 different flavors. I will tell you, hey Bree, hey Abby, mango's not a great one. So I tried the mango. Julie, I'm so sorry. Julie got me on the mango, thought I would love it. And I really don't like the mango, but I love the chocolate. So the chocolate works, and so I use that, and then I'm using a lovely, wonderful little tablet or pill here, not a tablet. If everybody can see that. Okay, so all 3 cameras are on it. This has plants. Hello, we have ginger, we have cinnamon, we have allspice, we have berberine, and we have, before I tell you wrong, let me make sure I'm going to say that right. We have kelp extract. Phew, yes. So even now and then I have to look. Green tea extract in it, right? So this is plant derived. Hello. And it has been tested. This is phenomenal. So I take 1 in the morning when I first get up. Sometimes I take 2 if I have to go to work all day and I'm on the run and on the fly. And lately I've been working a job, helping a friend of mine, helping clean Airbnbs because they can't get good help. I don't know why they can't get good help these days, but they can't get good help these days. It's just really bad. But anyways, so this will actually burn fat. So it burns more calories. It boosts. It's what we call thermogenic, which is a big fancy word in anatomy and phys for burning calories. All right. So it helps tremendously to burn those calories. I have a 5-day drop challenge that's starting up on May 28th after Memorial Day. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Sherry. And that 5-day drop is going to include our phytogreens, which has fruits and vegetables. Many of you don't get enough, just like me. And this has everything from kale to green tea leaf to parsley to spinach to barley grass, all kinds of fruit juice, pineapple, rosemary. It actually tastes pretty darn good. I add it to my Vitalize, my Revitalize supplement, this is ancient sea trace minerals. So ABCDs in it. I add these 2 together to my water and drink it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And it doesn't taste like grass, folks. I promise you it does not taste like grass. But I have this, then you get now I use in the drop system, you would get a probiotic, but I use the Trebiotic, which is going to be the pre, the pro, and the post. So the pre feeds the good bacteria, which is the probiotic that you take and that you get in your yogurt. Okay, and then the post is what's created, and that helps to ensure or keep intact. It helps to support your barrier in your gut to keep that intact. So it's very, very good. So we have that. And then there's digestive enzymes. I'm out of those right now, but I have those on the way. And those come in what we call the 5-day drop system. And then we combine it with our lean body system. And the lean body system is going to be our collagen that has the conjugated linoleic acid in it that burns fat. It actually will stop fat from being stored in the fat cells and it stops you from making more fat cells. We used to think that you were born with all the fat cells you're ever going to have. That is a myth. So what happens is, as you eat all the processed foods and sugary, mostly it's the sugary drinks that are killing y'all. Do you know that 85% of the population in the United States is considered obese? Have you heard that? You should look that up. Okay? And we're talking kids now. So type 2 diabetes used to be a thing of older people after the age of 55, if you were 60, right? Now we have kids with type 2 diabetes. We have kids who are obese. And let me tell you, the number of women that got belly fat after the age of 40, huge. Huge, huge, huge. So if you are suffering from belly fat, if you're suffering from menopausal issues, you can talk to me about that too. I can do that in another live. But more importantly, if you care about your health and you need to drop weight, please put lean into the comments, okay? Because we have a 5-day challenge coming up right after May 28th. It'll start right after Memorial Day weekend. And so with the trim, with the burn, okay, and then we have a product called Activate, and this is pretty cool. This one is 3 different fiber husk, right? So we have 3 different types of husk, and then you got milk thistle seed. In case you don't know about milk thistle seed, this is from the herbalist speaking. This helps with your liver. This is so good for your liver, all right? So what it does is it's going to actually go down into your intestines. I mix this with water. I only have 3 days supply, so the first 3 days of the month I'm taking this, right, when I start my little program. And when I take this, it's got aloe in it. So we tell people put it in 8 ounces of water, drink it before bed. You want to drink it fast. They say to chug it because it gets a little bit thick. But I just add a little bit more water and I drink the whole thing. And what it does is in the morning, it takes off all the sludge and the toxins and everything off of your colon, the large intestines, and you should have a normal stool bowel movement. Because I don't have any problem with this. I love this. This is so wicked cool. The only difference in your bowel movement is that if you could take a microscope and look at it, you would see how many toxins just came out of your intestines. So we have the 5-day drop challenge and with the lean body system. So if you'd like information on that, put drop in the comments. But this is how I lost 7 inches off the belly and have dropped 25 pounds so far, and I plan on keep going. I plan on being fit. Why? Because as I said before, your health should be number one. Number one. And so I teach people how to sustain and eat properly. And this doesn't mean restriction. This is not about eating salads, all right? Last night or the other night had a prime rib dinner. So I had a prime rib dinner. You can have a glass of wine with that prime rib dinner. You could even have a dessert. It's just that we teach you how to eat correctly and how to eat more protein, here's what protein does. It stabilizes your sugar, and all of this will help cut the cravings too. So to stabilize your blood sugar, because protein takes a while to break down. It actually takes more calories to break down that protein than it does to break down a carb. And by the way, I'm not advocating not eating carbs. You get those in fruits. You get those in vegetables. You get that on the pizza bread. Hang on, I still have a leftover cough from a cold. You get that in a pizza bread, right? So I still have pizza. I had a hamburger the other day, and I had prime rib dinner the other day, okay? That's what this is about. So this lovely plant tablet will help burn that and keep your metabolism up and going. You know, we teach you can have edamame. That's a good question, by the way. Thank you for asking that question. So I got a question about different types of protein. Nuts, nut butters, beans, legumes, lentils have plenty of protein. Cottage cheese has a lot of protein. So does your yogurt. And I buy an Orgain, if you're familiar with that, Orgain protein powder. By the way, if you went to, it's a chocolate. They have 21 different flavors. They're organic. They're also vegan. I'm not vegan, but the Orgain protein powder is vegan. You can add that to smoothies. You can add that to your yogurt. You can add that to things to get the 100 to 100 grams, 100 to 120 grams of protein a day that you need to keep your metabolism going, that you need that will help stop those cravings. Oh, and the most important thing, how much water do y'all drink? You need to be drinking half of your body weight in ounces of water. So you need to be drinking then at least 64 ounces of water. So if you're drinking those sugary drinks or an alcoholic drink, you need to add another glass of water for that, for each one. And I'm not kidding. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Deb. All right, because that's highly important. So I go through 3 of these in a day, and then I have a bottle of water by my bed because I actually drink water at night. And yeah, I do have to sometimes get up to pee. But let me tell you what happens when you get your system in balance. When you get your system in balance, okay, and you're able to start dropping weight, and you're eating the protein, and you're doing your burn, oh my God, I have energy all day long. I have no slumps. And as you can see, I'm losing weight. And I'm getting in shape. And I love it. Now, one of the things about getting in shape is you need to do movement. And you only need to do 30 minutes a day. You don't need to do an hour a day. All right? You can work up to that if you want. I actually now walk an hour a day, but it's because I have 2 Labrador retrievers that need that exercise, right? But you can start off doing 30 minutes a day. Movement will help your body out. Okay? So if you're interested at all in losing weight sustainably, long term, where you don't do that yo-yoing, and you up your protein and drink your water, and there's all kinds of tips. And by the way, I'm doing a protein guide. So for that one, if you want the protein guide that I'm putting out, and I'll be finished with that tonight, and I'm sorry for my Facebook friends and other friends that have taken so long on that, but I have personally taken those recipes and made sure that they're recipes that you can live by, you can make, and that's easy and that's, sustainable. So I've changed a few of those recipes around. So that's what's taken a little bit longer. All right. So, but if you want that protein guide, it's actually a 7-day protein meal guide. So it's a 7-day meal guide on snacks and different things to show you how you can eat properly, sustain it, without doing a whole heck of a lot. And you can still have those lovely, I had the prime rib night, I had the pizza night, I had the hamburger night. You can still have that. Okay? You could still have a glass of wine. You just don't drink the bottle, if you get my drift, right? So you can still do all that. So let me know if you'd like, if you want information on the program, and especially on the supplements that I've used to speed up my weight loss and to lose that 7 inches around the belly. And one of the reasons why collagen is so important is because it tones the skin, tones your muscles. You don't get that flabby skin. You get toned. You don't get bat wings. Look at the bat wings are gone. Woohoo! Yeah. Okay. So those are pretty important. So the Renew Spa from Nu Skin will also do some tightening and toning as well. But collagen, you need collagen. Everybody after the age of 20 should be taking collagen, especially if you're over the age of 40. Why? Because you lost 1%. Okay? After the age of 20, you lose 1% a year. Menopause, ladies, you lose 30%. And thereafter, it's 1% to 2% again. You need that collagen. We know that we need that collagen, especially to help out with muscles. And to help, we also need our vitamins and things in the protein for our muscular skeletal system. Also, I'm reading a brand new book. The brand new book is by Dr. Haver, maybe? But it's called The New Menopause. So if you haven't heard of that, you should get The New Menopause. Okay? And that's a phenomenal book. And she points out that if you're over the age of 40, you need to have estrogen. And that's true too. And now, here's the case where you don't want to be taking estrogen. If you have cancer in your family that's an HER2 receptor cancer, let's just say it this way. If you have cancer in your family that came about because of estrogen, you don't want to be on estrogen. But that would be the only reason. All right. So the greatest thing that I had to do a mammogram the other day, and I went in, and my doctor just asked me on Thursday night, she said, Lauren, when did you go through menopause? And I said, I don't know. And she said, really? And I said, I probably had some bloating. I probably thought it was from what I ate, right? But I didn't have the night sweats. I didn't have, I had the only anxiety I had from when waking up in the middle of the night was when I was executive director for two sisters who had died. I said, I don't know when I had it. And I said, probably because I've eaten so well, taken care of myself so well. I had some estrogen. I mean, I can't tell you when I went through menopause. I'm assuming I went through it. I'm 60 and I don't wake up at night. So I'm assuming I went through it. But I think a lot of that has to do with, too, of having followed the Mediterranean, some of the herbs and the herbs that we have a product called Ova M. I've taken those herbs. So I think that I just kept everything evened out, which is beautiful. So like I said, I don't know when I went through menopause. I'm lucky. So I'm 60. I have a full head of hair. I have great hair, nails, and great skin. And a lot of that has to do with the collagen that I take. If you're not taking a liquid collagen, you need to rethink that. Your liquid collagen is going to be 90% more absorbative than powder, all right? So, and you should just make sure that's bioavailable and good collagen. So please make sure you're taking a good one. When you buy, and this is coming from somebody who's lived for 60 years and taught this for 60 years. And I do this with all my herb supplements and others. When you go to some of your chain stores like Walmart and those places, the reason why they can sell you vitamins and sell you supplements that are so cheap, like $4.99 a jar, is because they have a filler in them. And that filler just passes through you and comes out the other end. But it's got a filler. I like to call it dirt, but it's not really dirt. It's a filler. And that's why they can sell it so cheap. So again, you need to make your health number one priority, and you need to pay a little bit more for the good quality supplements that you're going to take so that when you are 60, you can say some of the same things. Okay? Let me get rid of that message. Okay. Because one of the things the collagen did for me, I thought I was going to have hip replacement 2 years ago. I had really bad hip pain. And lo and behold, once I got on collagen, my second month, I did it for 30 days. And I was reluctant because with my first company, my collagen was about $100 or $109 a month. And I was the one who said, I don't need it. I take so many herbs. I'm good, blah, blah, blah. And a friend of mine said, Lauren, you should know better. And then gave me all the stats about women, especially losing collagen and losing it after menopause. So I was like, all right, I'll try it. I'll be game. I'll try the collagen. So I started taking the collagen. And month 2, no joint pain. So, and the company I'm with now, they have a collagen. It's especially the one with trim, especially the one with the conjugated linoleic acid that stops fat from being absorbed in the body, that helps you lose weight. That's got a collagen in it to also tone. That collagen, oh my gosh, has 7 awards, by the way. They're collagen hyaluronic acid matrix. That they've gotten some great awards. It's patented. The whole 9 yards, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, folks, it's highly important. And one of my friends actually started taking a powdered collagen. He had picked it up from, I don't know, Target, Walmart, Costco, who knows. And then he calls me, and he says to me, oh, my God, Lauren, I was in the bathroom for 3 days, and it was really bad. And I said, we'll call him Bob. That's not his real name. Bob, why in the world did you take a cheap collagen when I just got done telling you that you can't take cheap because you're going to get other stuff in it, and that's what you react to. That's what you have allergies to. Look at how much stuff is added to your foods and to your supplements. You want holistic. You want integrity. You want the real quality supplement. And I said to him, had you not done that, you wouldn't have spent 3 days in the bathroom. I've yet to spend 3 days in the bathroom unless I'm sick. So, and I kid you not. So please make sure, hey Nikki, hey Diane, hi Breezy, please make sure that you are taking a good quality collagen, especially after the age of 40. You should be doing it after the age of 20, but if you're over 40 and you're 60, man, you need to be on some good supplements and good collagen. So again, if you need any of that, oh, and by the way, I should have stated this beginning off. Man, the company that I'm with right now is having like a Black Friday sale. Everything is 15% off site-wide. It is phenomenal. And you can get credit towards there's a way to get credit towards your next purchase as well. And you get gifts, like they will give you a free trim. I think it's pineapple shortcake, don't quote me on that. But they'll give you a free trim if you spend like $150. If you're only going to spend $50, they'll give you a product called Go. And let me tell you, Go is our energy drink. Mine's on the way, so I haven't done it yet. But Go is a boosting drink. It's got the Acai pomegranate in it. It's got A, B, C, D, zinc, selenium. It's a proprietary blend of amino acids. It's got caffeine from green tea leaf extract, ginkgo leaf, and it's got monk fruit. And if you don't know about monk fruit, and by the way, in our Mediterranean herbs, they're anti-inflammatory. You need to be taking anti-inflammatory. One of the best things, cinnamon. Now, I have this one from Penzeys Spices. I love Penzeys Spices out of Wisconsin. But I also have the Ceylon Organic Cinnamon in my cabinet that I just got from Amazon because, man, I don't know if you could see, but I'm way wicked low on my cinnamon. So I've got the Ceylon one that's coming up, right? So, but cinnamon is anti-inflammatory and it speeds up your metabolism. Cinnamon is very good to take. So this, and most of you have cinnamon. Most of you have allspice. Most of you have ginger in your cabinet and things. But again, you need to actually up your protein, up your water intake. Those are the two biggest things, okay? Now, just like anything else, if you're not going to be consistent, it's not going to work. And I can guarantee you that. So if you're going to sit on the couch all day and eat Klondikes, and and eat processed food and stuff, you're not going to lose weight because this is not a license to run out and do that. And let me give you a quick story about that. I had a friend and we ran track together. We ran marathons together. He was in incredible shape. And I would always say, Joe, you got to quit eating all the McDonald's hamburgers, and he'd eat the fatty steak and he'd eat a big plate of food. And he's like, yeah, that's why I run, Lauren, so I can eat. And I'm like, Joe, it's not a license to eat horribly because all of that builds up arteries, atherosclerosis, and you're still going to have a problem. Oh, no, I'm going to be just fine. I don't know what you're talking about. A few years ago, he passed away of a heart attack, one of the fittest human beings I've ever known, because he did not eat well. And if you don't eat well, what you put in, you will. It's the fat, and it's that saturated fat that will raise your cholesterol and give you bad cholesterol. It will also cause plaques in your arteries. We know this. You want to go to PubMed or the NIH site? I can actually show you where all my research comes from, what I teach my students. So again, it's not a license to eat poorly. And you need to be getting 3 to 4 servings of your fruit. You still need 4 to 5 servings of your vegetables a day, and you still need carbs. The brain. Let me teach you something in case you don't know this. The brain, number one fuel source for the brain is glucose. Glucose. That's sugar. All right? The problem is we just take too much of it. We just eat too much sugar, too much white flour, too much carbs. So we just need to scale it down and scale it back. And that's what I work and coach my women to do. So again, I teach a whole nutrition section. I teach the physiology of the body, human anatomy. But let me point out a few things. There are some extremists online, all right? My extremist online, and I'm not going to call you out today, But I'll get oh, you've got to go alkaline. You must drink alkaline water. You must drink your greens. You must stay being alkaline the whole time, and it's going to fight cancer. Really? So let's talk about this for a second, because this disturbs me, because it's false advertising. All right. Now, and greens are great for you. I'm all for greens. Do they have antioxidants? Will they help you? Yes. But these people are preaching that alkalinity stuff makes your blood alkaline. Let's talk about what really makes your blood alkaline. All right? Because all this stuff does is what you put in your body to your stomach. Your stomach, by the way, is pH 1 to 2. Did you know that? Hydrochloric acid's in your stomach. All right? So when you put this stuff in your stomach and you try to make everything alkaline, what gets alkaline is your urine. Your urine is alkaline. And then, by the way, you're prone to UTI, so be careful about that, because bacteria love it when you go alkaline. All right. And again, I'm not against alkaline. I'm against how they teach it. So what changes your blood pH? Carbon dioxide, how you breathe, carbon dioxide, and a bicarbonate ion, HCO2 or HCO3. Sorry about that, HCO3. That bicarbonate ion is the buffer that buffers your carbon dioxide. If your body does not allow your blood to switch off of 7.4. Because if your blood switched off of 7.4, if it becomes below 7.4, you're in an acidosis situation. If it's above, you're in an alkalosis situation, and both are bad. Your body is constantly going to do homeostasis, which means it's going to keep your blood alkaline. It's carbon dioxide and bicarbonate. It is not how many greens, how many tomato sauce, or whatever else. That will not change the pH of your blood. And if you want to go buy the alkalized water, you go right ahead. I'm not going to knock it. But I'm just going to say, for the record, your stomach has hydrochloric acid in it. It's supposed to help break down the proteins and stuff. And that if you go completely alkaline, what you're changing is your urine. All right? Now, over time, it depends on, there's a whole lot of things that go on with the body, right? So it depends on, can you handle spicy food? Can you, people who do alcohol, protein, and spicy food, that's very acidic. That actually creates a lot of different things in the body that we could talk about, but not today. All right? But, and I do my drinks, like my greens and my green smoothies, and I eat lots of vegetables. I don't expect my blood pH to change. I'm trying not to laugh, but I'm laughing. So you got to be careful, because you're going to have extremists out there. I heard a woman the other day who said, you got to give up all protein. And I was like, oh my God, please don't let that woman be preaching that. And then you got the extremist over here. You got to give up all carbs. Oh my God, no. Everybody needs to take anatomy and physiology. You need to know how the body operates and works, And so again, I coach women and men to eat the proper way, to have good body weight, good skincare, how to look young, how to stay young, how to stay healthy, how to have energy, how to get rid of mood swings, bloat, cortisol bellies, all that stuff that we would go through with menopause and things like that. So again, if you're interested in how I did that, and especially how I did that really quickly, then you'll want to put drop in the comments, or lean, either one will work. If you want my 7-day higher meal protein 7-day meal plan, then please put guide, and I'll send you that guide. All right? Because I do have that guide. And again, you've got to up your protein, but that doesn't mean to up all the meats and the fats. It's not always chicken and fish either, even though it's the Mediterranean diet. We also work with lentils, and we do nuts, and we do nut butters, and you do beans, and there's yogurt. I do Greek yogurt. I like the oikos. Is that how you say it? Oikos? But the sugar-free one, that actually, it's really, really good, and it comes in vanilla, or you can get plain. I also like Chobani. Chobani might be the one that has the sugar-free one, but there's Chobani to go. There's a bunch of different ones that you can get less sugar in them. You can even get them lactose-free or not have any milk product in them. So, but as long what you want to look for is the protein. So you want to make sure you have, some of them only have 11 grams of protein. Some of them have 16 grams of protein, but that's a protein source. Eggs are a good protein source. So there's lots of other things that, in fact, egg is a complete protein. There's another myth. A lot of people out there I know are teaching, eat the egg whites, eat the egg whites. I get it, because you got a few grams of fat less. But the cholesterol that's in it is not going to raise your cholesterol. It's saturated fat that raises your cholesterol. The yolk actually has a lot of nutrients in it. So I don't always do egg whites, and I don't always get rid of the yolks because the yolks have good nutrition in them. An egg is a cell. The white is the cytoplasm of the chicken cell. Okay? It's one cell. The yolk is the nucleus, and that's where all the nutrients are. So I don't always get rid of the yolk. That's me. So, and again, I'm losing weight. I know some of you, if you go to my Facebook page and you look, I've got the picture up where you can see the definition of the belly and all that good rot. Lost 7 inches and did it sustainably, and I don't have sugar cravings and all of that good stuff. So again, if you want to know about any of the supplements that I use, put drop in the comments and I'll be happy to give you the deets, give you the information on it. So if anybody wants a side gig that makes some good, well, I can't say that because I don't know your habits. I know my habits. So if you're consistent and you work it like a job and you work it like any business, you'll make money. If you're not consistent, you won't. And that's just the way it is. So I can't promise anybody anything. So I'll put the disclaimer out there because I don't know you. I just know how I work, But I do know I no longer have to bartend because I took a different side hustle and because I do this and I love this and this is the love of my life. So anyways, if you want the 7-day meal plan, please put guide in the comments. If you want the 5-day challenge that's coming up and you want to know about the supplements that I took, please put drop in the comments. And I'll be happy to share any of that with you. And with that, I'm going to say have a great night because my wonderful Labrador would like some FOOD. So we have to go feed them. So I hope you all have a very happy Saturday. And if you have any questions, whether it's on menopause, whether it's on losing weight sustainably, successfully, and not cutting out all the food, no restrictive diets here, or skincare, message me. I'd be happy to answer you. And I think you guys are just awesome. So have a great night and take care. I have to finish. Bye.